Hello and welcome to Twin Cities Cards and Dice Studios here in St. Paul, Minnesota for some Strat-O-Matic Baseball. It is Tuesday, April 9th, and tonight we'll be joining the 2002 Minnesota Twins as they take on the Cleveland Indians at Jacobs Field in a night game. Minnesota Twins took the first game of the series 5-4, leaving both clubs with an American League best 5-2 record and tied for first place in the Central Division. Tonight's attendance is 23,760. Starting pitcher for the Twins tonight will be Joe Mays, and Chuck Finley's going to get the nod for Cleveland. Let's go ahead and head down to the field for an early season Central Division rivalry game to decide who will be first place. And here we go as Chuck Finley takes the mound for Cleveland. Batting for the Twins tonight, we got Jock Jones leading off, playing left field. Christian Guzman, the shortstop, batting second. Doug Minkiewicz at first base, batting third. Matt LaCroix DHing tonight, his first appearance for the Twins this year, batting fourth. Torrey Hunter in center field. Corey Koski at third base, batting sixth. Dustin Moore in right field, batting seventh. Jay Canizero playing second base and batting eighth. And Tom Prince, the catcher, batting ninth. Left-hander Finley on the mound. And let's get this underway. Jock Jones hitting .357 this season. Twins lineup has come to play early in the season, folks. Let's see if they can keep it up. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Ricky Gutierrez cleans it, fields it cleanly, throws it over to Jim Thome, one away on the 4-3 ground out. Christian Guzman steps in. Batting .440, exceeding all expectations here. Let's see if he can keep it up. The pitch. Ground ball to third base. Travis Fryman has no problem with that. Throws it over to Jim Thome on the 5-3, 2 away. Doug Minkiewicz tearing up the American League early in this season. .379, 5 bases on balls, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs in 7 games, folks. Great start to the season for Doug. He's all by himself, nobody on. The pitch. It's a chance for a single here, ballpark chance for the left-hander. And he's going to line out to the second baseman, Ricky Gutierrez, and that's going to do it for the Twins in the top of the first. Matt Lawton's leading off for Cleveland tonight, playing right field. Omar Vizquel batting second, playing shortstop. Ellis Burks, the DH, batting third. Jim Thome at first base, batting fourth. Travis Fryman at third base, batting fifth. Russell Brandon's going to start in left field, batting sixth. 7th spot, we got Ricky Gutierrez playing second base. Milton Bradley in center field, batting eighth. And the catcher, Einer Diaz, batting ninth. Joe Mays, the right-hander, steps in. Joe Mays 1-0 with a 1.5 ERA. And the pitch. It's a fly ball out to left field. Jock Jones is going to have no problem with that. And retires Matt Lawton. That's going to bring up the switch hitting Omar Vizquel. The pitch. And Omar with a solid hit. He's in there with a double. Stand-up double for Omar on a hot shot to center field. So the Cleveland Indians have something going here in the first. Runner on second. It's going to bring up Ellis Burks. And the pitch. Long fly ball to center field. Torrey Hunter's going to have no problem getting under that. And throws it back in quickly. It's going to keep Omar Vizquel at second base. And there are 2 away. Oh, the Cleveland fans are getting loud now. As the big man steps to the plate, Jim Thome. 1 home run on the season for Thome, 4 RBIs, batting .269. Big spot here with a runner on second, 2 away, the pitch. And a strikeout. Joe Mays got him swinging. In a big spot here to put away the threat. And after 1, Twins nothing, Cleveland nothing. Going to bring up Matthew LeCroy, batting for the Twins here for the first time this season. Finley gets a sign and delivers. And it's a single. Matty LeCroy starting off the season with a single. He gets on. Not much of a threat on the base paths. He's got an E stealing rating. He's going to sit tight. So after the single, that'll bring up Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter batting .367, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs on the year, 8 strikeouts. He is prone to the strikeout. Against the left-handed Finley, let's see what he can do. And a sharply hit ball to third base. They got a chance to turn 2. And they do on the 5-4-3 double play. Torrey Hunter hitting into the double play to end the threat. 2 away. Pitcher's best friend here. On the 5-4-3. Put away Hunter and LeCroy. Korikoski steps in. The pitch. And a chance here. And wow, folks, for the Strat-O-Matic fans, we do have a triangle here. A white triangle, and with the options being a single with a 1 and a line out. 2-20, and Korikoski rolls the 1 and gets the sneaky single, so he's on board. We're going to go ahead and see if Cleveland's going to hold him on base here, or try to. He's got a C stealing rating. And they will not try to hold him on here, so they're not going to elect to hold on Korikoski. He's going to see if he can get a good lead here. And he does not. So Korikoski's going to stay put there. On the sneaky single. It's going to bring up Dustin Moore. The runner on first, 2 away. Dustin Moore steps in. And another single. Seeing eye single there. It's going to advance Koski rounds second into third. And the Twins got runners on the corners with 2 away. It's going to bring up Jay Cannizzaro. After 5 at-bats this season, hitting .400. Can he keep it up? We'll see. Runners on the corners and 2 away in a big spot. Biggest spot for Cannizzaro here. Means we got to have an extra long dice shake here. See if we can do something here. The Twins got a threat. Runners on the corners. The pitch. And a sharply hit ball to the second baseman. Flips it over to Thome, and that'll end the Twins' threat on the 4-3. Twins leave 2 runners on. Heading into the bottom of the second. Twins nothing. Cleveland nothing. So a couple of early chances here for both clubs, but they can't do anything about it yet. Bring up Travis Fryman, batting .333 this season. And the pitch. And he strikes out looking, turns back. And he's shaking his head. He didn't like the call. Joe Mays certainly does. Tom Prince framing it up. And they get him struck out looking. Bring up Russell Branyan. Having a rough start to the season. Boy, oh boy, hitting 176 here. Let's see if he can turn it around. And another strikeout. So Joe Mays with 3 strikeouts in a row. That one swinging. Russell Branyan. Not happy about it, but he's got no one to blame but himself. See if Joe Mays can strike out the side. Bringing up Ricky Gutierrez, the right-hander against the right-hander. 2 away, the pitch. And a sharply hit ball over Minkiewicz's head. And that's going to be a single. They're going to hold him on first base. So Ricky Gutierrez with the 2-out single. It's going to bring up Milton Bradley. Mays looks over at first. And the pitch. Switch hitting Bradley. And a sharply hit ground ball to Canizero. Picks it up, fields it cleanly, and over to Doug Minkiewicz. And that'll do it for the Indians in the bottom of the second. Heading to the top of the first. No score. Tom Prince will get things started here for the Twins as Chuck Finley takes the mound. And the pitch. And ground ball to shortstop. Over to Tomey, 1 away. One away on a 6-3 ground ball. And back to the top of the order here with Jock Jones. Ground into a 4-3 in the first. And he walks. He walks Jones, so Jones is on base with the walk. One away, it's going to bring up Christian Guzman here. We're going to see if Cleveland is going to pay any attention to Christian Guzman's bunting proficiency here, and they will. So the infield is in. Christian Guzman shows bunt. Batter's thrown out by the first baseman. Runners advance 1 base. So Tomey flips it over to Finley on the sacrifice bunt. It's going to move Jones over to second. Bring up Doug Minkiewicz here with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Let's see if the sacrifice bunt plays off. Plays out here. Pays off. The pitch. A sharply hit ground ball to Ricky Gutierrez. No problem there. Throws it over to Tomey, and that'll do it for the Twins in the top of the third. So another chance here for the Twins. They leave one on. Heading into the bottom of the third. Still no score. Einer Diaz will start things off for Cleveland. So we're all locked up. But something has got to give. Let's see if it happens here with Cleveland in the bottom of the third. The pitch. It is a can of corn. High up into the night sky here in Cleveland. Christian Guzman gets underneath it. And they're going to score that P6 on the pop fly. One away. Back to the top of the order here, Matt Lawton. Flew out to the left fielder. First inning. The pitch. Another fly ball. Deep fly ball to right field. And it's a long out for Matt Lawton. Gave it a ride on the F9. Dustin Moore has no problem with that one. That's going to bring up the switch hitting Vizquel. 2 away, the pitch. And a chance at a single here for Vizquel. Sharply hit ball, but lines straight to Jay Canizero. The score at L4, and that's going to do it 1-2-3 for Cleveland in the bottom of the third, all tied at nothing. So after 3 scoreless here in Cleveland, we head to the top of the fourth. And the designated hitter, Matt LaCroix, will step in. LaCroix got a single back in the second inning for Torrey Hunter, hitting to a 5-4-3 double play. Let's see if LaCroix can keep things going. The pitch. And he strikes him out. Strikes him out. Matt LaCroix couldn't get the bat off the shoulder. He's shaking his head, heading back to the dugout. He'll have other chances. It's just a game, folks. Strike out for Finley. It's going to bring up Torrey Hunter. Hitting the ground, the double play. 5-4-3 double play in the second. Let's see if he can turn things around. The pitch. And a sharply hit ball. Hunter rounds first. Close play at second. But he's safe. So Torrey Hunter with the double. And the Twins have a runner in scoring possession with 1 away. That'll bring up Corey Koski, who singled it last at bat. And another sharply hit ground ball to second base. Gutierrez fields it, throws over to Tomey. Holding Torrey Hunter at second base, 2 away. And Dustin Moore, let's see if he can get some heroics going for the Twins with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Torrey Hunter on second. more singled in the second. But in this tight game, they just cannot bring them home. And the pitch. And a strikeout. Dustin Moore strikes out swinging to leave one runner stranded again. And after 4.5, we're still knotted up. Ellis Burks steps in the box in the bottom of the fourth. And you just have a feeling that at some point, the levee is going to break. Right-hander Joe Mays against the righty Ellis Burks, the pitch. Sharply hit ground ball to Koski. Koski picks it up, throws over to Minkevich. He'll score at 5-3, 1 away. Tomey steps in. The big man struck out in the first to end the threat. The pitch. Sharply hit ground ball to Minkevich. He picks it up and steps on the base. You get 3 unassisted. And with 2 away, that'll bring up Travis Fryman. Struck out in the second. The pitch. And ballpark chance for a single here in Cleveland for a righty. That's going to be 1-9. And it's a 17, which means it's going to be a line out to Christian Guzman to end the side. And so after 4, we're still tied up. Oh boy, my first broadcast here. We've got a pitcher's duel, which is just fine by me. We're hoping to give the folks watching at home a little bit more excitement here, but you know what, folks? That's just the way it goes. It's still pretty exciting, though. It's anybody's game. Heading into the top of the 5th. Start to look at the pitcher cards endurance here. And Chuck Finley, the starter, has an endurance of 6. And so he's still good to go. Joe Mays, also 6. And that's going to bring up Jay Cannizzaro. Finley looks in, gets the sign. Delivers. And another sharply hit ball. And it's a single. So leadoff single for Jay Cannizzaro. Not much of a threat on the base paths with stealer rating of E. And a little bit behind the scenes for you folks watching at home, I use a combination of supplementary steal system along with some AI decision making for the coach of the Cleveland Indians here. And so we do some rolls in the background to see if they're going to do things like hold or steal or go. Based also on some percentages and where they're at in the season in the replay and their tendencies. And so that'll tell us one thing, and that Jay Cannizzaro has got cement blocks, cinder blocks on his feet, and he's going to stay put at first base. So after the single, that'll bring up Prince. I mean, Gardy's thinking about the bunt here with Prince. No. Is the ball that small? Has the ball shrunk that much in the top of the 5th here? He's looking over at the third base coach, and he steps in. And Finley delivers the pitch. Tom Prince with a sharply hit ball. It's going to hit the gap. Canizaro's around second. And he's into third, sliding. Not much of a play there. Runners on the corners with nobody out. So the Twins have a threat here in the fifth. Jock Jones grounded out and has walked today. Lefty against lefty. Oh boy. Runners on the corners. Finley looks in, gets the sign, sets, delivers the pitch. It's going to be an X chance for the first baseman. Over to Tomey. Solid hit ball. We're going to get into the E area here. Tomey's in 4E13, so we have a 9 on the 13. That 9's going to be an error. One base error, costly error on the E1 to the third baseman, Tomey. That's going to get Jock Jones over to first. Canizaro's going to score. That's going to move Tom Prince over to second. And that's what kind of game it's been, folks. So Canizaro scores on the error. And runners at first and second. Nobody out. So, finally have a run on the board here. Twins up 1-0 in the top of the fifth. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Christian Guzman steps in. Cleveland's going to see if they're going to play the infield in. They do. That doesn't deter Christian Guzman. He is bound and determined to throw the bunt down. So we got a 7 on the B column. Batter is thrown out by first baseman. Runners advance one base. So Christian Guzman playing the small ball on the sacrifice bunt. On the 3-1, he's going to move Jones over to second, Prince over to third, and one away. And so as the season goes on, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about some strategy here, but this is some Twins baseball here via 2002, playing the small ball. So Guzman does his job, moves him over for the before today rather hot first baseman Doug Minkiewicz. Let's see if Doug can bring him around here with runners on third and second, one away. The pitch. It's a chance at a single. And a line out to second base. Ricky Gutierrez jumps out of his shoes and snatches it out of the sky. Oh boy, saving potentially 2 runs there on the L4. And so 2 away with the designated hitter, Matt LaCroix, stepping in a big spot here. Big spot for Matt LaCroix, 2 away, runners on second and third. Twins scored 1 run this inning. Trying to bring around 2 more. Here we go. And the pitch. And it's on Finley's card. It's a chance at a single here. And a sharply hit ball in the second field. Matt LaCroix is going to bring Tom Prince home on the single. So 1 RBI. Jock Jones goes to third. They're going to hold him there. So runners on the corners again on the RBI single for Matt LaCroix. 2-0 Twins. And Finley's sweating. You can see the hat's turning a darker shade of blue as Torrey Hunter steps in with runners on the corners and 2 away. The pitch. Struck him out. Torrey Hunter strikes out swinging. Boy, oh boy, he was trying to send that ball back to Minneapolis, folks. He got nothing to show for it, but turning himself around. And that'll do it for the Twins here in the top of the fifth. They score 2. And after 5.5, Twins 2, Cleveland nothing. Bring up a third baseman, Russell Branyan. Joe Mays is cruising along here with a 2-run lead. That's got to make him feel a little bit better. Joe Mays having a pretty solid start today. Only allowing 2 hits. 3 strikeouts. So Mays having a great day. Let's see if he can keep it up. As we start the bottom of the second. Russell Branyan steps in. Struck out in the second. The pitch. Deep fly ball to right field. It's back. It's way back. Moore goes to the wall. And it's nothing but a long fly ball for an out. So Dustin Moore has no problem with that one back at the warning track. Score at F9. And 1 away. Ricky Gutierrez steps in. Single in the second off Joe Mays. Let's see if he can do it again. One of the 2 hits for Cleveland today. Another deep fly ball. This one to left field. Chuck Jones gets under it, no problem. 2 away. And the switch hitting Milton Bradley steps in with 2 outs. Grounded out in the second inning. To the pitch. And Chance had a single, ballpark Chance. For the left-handed switch hitting Bradley, that's going to be 1-9 here in Cleveland. And he gets it, so he singles. Let's see, the left-handed batter, yep, singles into right field. Get things going here. Let's see if the Twins are going to hold Bradley on. And they won't. And so we're going to see if Bradley gets a little sneaky here. With 2 away. Yes, he will. And so he's going to try to get a good lead here. And he does not. He does not get a good lead. And so he's over there dancing. Mays looks him back. That's going to bring up Einer Diaz. Einer Diaz with the pop out. The can of corn to Christian Guzman in the third. 2 away, runner at first. The pitch. Sharply hit ball in the center field. That's a single. Torrey Hunter picks it up, throws it to the cutoff man. So we have 2 aboard here with 2 out. And Cleveland is threatening. Top of the order, and the fans in Cleveland are getting restless here. They want to see some heroics. Matt Lawton stepping in. He's flown out twice today. Left-handed Matt Lawton against the right-handed Joe Mays, the pitch. It's a ground ball to Mankiewicz on the X-Chance. Mankiewicz, a solid defensive first baseman with the 1E6. And he picks it up, steps on the bag. And that's going to end the threat and silence the crowd here in the bottom of the fifth. So the Cleveland has a chance. They threaten, but they cannot bring him around. So we head into the top of the sixth. It's the Twins 2, Cleveland nothing. Koski to the plate. Koski singles first at bat, hit into a ground out. His last at bat. And the pitch to Koski. And he strikes out. So Koski with the strikeout to start the inning. That'll bring up Dustin Moore. Dustin Moore with the single and the strikeout so far today. And the pitch. And a chance for a ballpark single for the right-handed batting Dustin Moore. It's gonna be a single. So he sneaks one in there at Jacobs Field and gets aboard. We are at the point of weakness inning here for Chuck Finley. And so that's something that we'll have to watch here. So the single for Dustin Moore, that'll bring up Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro again, having a great season, hitting .429. 1 for 2 today with a single. And so let the boy hit the ball, right? Let the kid hit. And they're going to. And the pitch. It's a long fly ball to right field. Lawton gets underneath it, no problem there. And 2 away. Tom Prince steps in. Getting .333. Single last at bat. Runner on first, 2 away. The pitch. It's a long fly ball, folks. Deep to center field. It's back. It's way back. Tom Prince, touch them all. Tom Prince with the home run. Silence in the crowd here at Jacobs Field, bringing in Dustin Moore for the 2-run shot. Oh boy, Tom Prince. A.J. Pierzynski looks on from the dugout approvingly. And some of the fans here in Cleveland are not happy with Finley. Finley's kicking the mound. It's going to be a mound visit. They're going to come out and talk to Finley. Well, we'll do it for fun anyway, huh? So they have a meeting at the mound here. Twins up 4-0 off the 2-run shot by Tom Prince. Good boy. They're going to leave Finley in to face Jock Jones. One could surmise that the next trip out to the mound will be time for Finley to hit the showers. We'll see if Jock Jones can make it happen. Here we go, folks. 2 away, bases cleared. And the pitch. And he strikes him out. So a mad Chuck Finley strikes out Jones, but the Twins score 2 off the 2-run Tom Prince blast deep to center field. And so Twins are coming alive here, scoring 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. That gets us to 4-0, heading into the bottom of the 6th. Bringing up the switch hitting Omar Vizquel. And Joe Mays comes out for the 6th inning. Joe Mays is at his point of weakness inning. So something we'll have to keep an eye on here. But so far, so good. Only allowing 4 hits through 5, no runs. And Omar Vizquel steps in. Switch hitting. And he walks. So Vizquel gets on. Leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see if the Twins are going to hold him on here. They do. He's going to try to get a good lead. He does. So some decisions to be made here. Well, not really, because he got the good lead. So Joe Mays, exceptionally well here, holding the runners on with a -4. Tom Prince, -1. And so that's going to bring that good lead, holding him on down to not a great chance for the steal here, but they got to get something going. So Vizquel goes, runner goes, and he is tagged out by Jay Canizero. No problem there. Got to get aggressive. And they try to send him to get something going, but he is caught stealing, and that's the way it goes. Folks, it's just been that kind of game here for the Tribe. Ellis Burks will step in with 1 away. And so after the walk, Vizquel caught stealing, but they have to try to get something going. Ellis Burks, pitch. And chance for a single here for Ellis Burks. It's a line. Well, actually, no, it's a ground ball to the pitcher. Mays picks it up. Good defender, Joe Mays. Tosses it over to Minkavich, 2 away. So 2 away on the 1-3 ground ball. That'll bring up Jim Thome. Jim Thome struck out and ground out in the 4th. The pitch. And he crushes this one. Off the wall. Off the wall in left center field. And Thome lumbers around first, but comes back on the single. So Thome with the 2-out single to get things going here. Travis Fryman has a chance to knock Joe Mays out of the game. So here we go, folks. Travis Fryman, 0 for 2 today. Runner on first, the pitch. It's a long fly ball deep to left field. Back, way back. But Jock Jones makes the catch. 2 away. I'm sorry, that's 3. Omar Vizquel caught stealing. So they're going to leave 1 on. Thome gets the singles stranded. And one has to think if Vizquel could have held on and got that steal, things might be different, but they're not. And that's the way it goes, folks. So after 6, Twins 4, Cleveland nothing. And Chuck Finley, is it time to go to the pen, folks? And I think it is. And so here's what we're going to do. Something that we like to do here at Twin Cities Cards and Dice Studios is we like to go right to the game. Let's go ahead and see what they did. So Finley pitched 6 in real life. Hey, look at that. He did get the win that day, but they brought in Rincon, Shuey, and Wickman. And so let's go ahead and take a look in the bullpen here. Let's see who we're going to bring in. I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty sure Cleveland must have had a yard sale here at the trade deadline because most of these players are not carded. And so we are going to bring in let's take a look at who we got coming up for the Twins here. We got the switch hitting Guzman, the lefty Minkevich, and the righty LaCroix. And so, let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, are we going to bring in Riggin? I believe so. We're going to bring in, so Riggin comes in to relieve Finley here. To start the top of the 7th. And so Finley's done for today. Gives up 4. Not his finest outing. Had him stifled through 4. Then the Twins got busy in the 5th and the 6th, and so that'll do it for Finley. I'll bring in Jared Riggin. Riggin hasn't had much action yet this year. 1 inning, ERA of 9. So let's see what he can do. And Guzman, the pitch. It's a ground ball to second base, X chance. Gutierrez on the X chance for E20. It's going to be into the E, so it's an E20 on the 3. And that's going to be an error. So they charge it E1 to the second baseman. And so Christian Guzman is on. So runner on here, Christian Guzman. Let's see if they're going to hold him here. They will. Guzman is going to see if he can get a lead. And Riggin looks over, throws, and they pick him off. And so Guzman is caught leaning. No sooner aboard than caught stealing. And so he's picked off on a great play by Riggin. And so Minkevich steps in here on the costly pickoff. Twins could have extended their lead here. We'll see if they still can. The pitch. And he walks Minkevich. So the bases are getting busy here. Let's go ahead and take a look again at Riggin. So 2 for relief. So he can go an inning here before things start getting dicey. Minkevich is on with the walk. That's going to bring up Matthew LaCroix. Matthew LaCroix, 2 for 3 today. Strikeout, 2 singles, pitch. And strikes him out. So LaCroix, singles, strikes out, singles, and strikes out hot and cold for LaCroix. And with 2 away, that'll bring up Torrey Hunter. And Torrey Hunter grounded out to the double play in the 2nd inning, a double in the 4th, and a strikeout in the 5th. Let's see what he can do with 1 runner on and 2 away. The pitch. And he walks Torrey. So Riggin with some control issues here in the top of the 7th. And it's going to bring up Koski. And Cleveland's going to go back to the pen. Let's see what they do here. they're going to bring in the lefty, Rincon. And that'll do it for Jared Riggin here today. Faces 4, strikes out 1, walks 2, and picked off Christian Guzman on the air. And so Rincon comes in to face Koski. Left-handed pitcher and the left-handed batter. And the pitch. We've got a chance here, folks. It's a long fly ball. Deep to left field. And it's caught by Russell Branyan. To end things for the Twins, so Rincon comes on, does his job, and retires Corey Koski. Stop another Twins right here in the top of the 7th. After 7.5, 7th inning stretch, Twins are up 2-0. Going to bring up Russell Branyan here. Let's see if Joe Mays is going to keep going. Joe Mays did not get the win, but he did. Ooh, he only went 3 innings. That's rough times. So I think we've seen enough. I mean, he's pitching a shutout though. A 4-hit shutout at that, I believe. I mean, you can't ask for, or a 5-hit shutout. You can't ask for much more than that from your starter. Let's let him go one more. So Gardy leaves him out there. We're going to go one more. And let's see what Joe can do. We'll see, folks, if leaving Joe Mays out there is the right thing to do. 2 hits is all it's going to take. 2 hits or walks before Joe Mays will reach his point of weakness here. Let's go ahead and do some bookkeeping and get Corey Koski out on the F7. Here we go, folks. Joe Mays stepping in against Russell Branyan, bottom of the 7th. Holy cow. And it's a strikeout. So Joe Mays still bringing the Thunder deep into the game. 1 away. Ricky Gutierrez will step in. Fly out and a single in the 2nd to pitch. And another single into left field. Gutierrez rounds first aggressively, makes it back. The throw, he's safe. Another single for Gutierrez. And Cleveland's got something going here as Milton Bradley steps to the plate. Bradley singled his last at bat. They're going to keep Joe out there. They've got all the confidence in the world in the right-hander. We'll see what happens. And a sharply hit ground ball to shortstop. Guzman turns it over to Cannizzaro, over to Minkevich on the double play. Oh boy. Joe Mays smacks the glove, gives the head nod. What a play to get the Twins out of a little jam here in the bottom of the 7th. On the 6-4-3 double play. Top of the 8th, Twins 4, Cleveland nothing. And so Rincon on the mound again here to face Dustin Moore. The pitch. And he strikes him out. So Rincon Yeah, done. Strike out for more. He'll bring Canizero to the plate. Or will it? Denny Hawking. Looks like he's getting things going here. So Denny Hawking, pinch hitting for Canizero. So he'll step in for Canizero here. Hitting .444 in this early in this season. I'll switch hitting Hawking. It's a left-handed Raccoon. Here we go. And the pitch. And it's a high fly ball. It's not going to make out the infield here. And it's going to score P6. It's Denny Hawking. Comes in. Probably a defensive upgrade here for the Twins over Canizero. But he doesn't get the job done there. On the pop fly. The shortstop Omar Vizquel. 2 away for the Twins. And that'll bring up Tom Prince. Tom Prince with the heroics in the 6th inning and the home run. That put the Twins up 4-0. Let's see what he can do, folks. The pitch. And a single. So Tom Prince swinging the hot bat. Last 3 at bats, getting on base, getting the job done. In the 9 spot, the catcher, Tom Prince. And that'll bring up the left-handed Jock Jones. Lefty-lefty matchup here with 2 away and a runner on first. Tom Prince, not much of a threat at first base. In fact, he's not even in the running position. He's got his hand on his hips. He's doing his job, though, folks. And the pitch. Strikes him out. Jock Jones, 2 strikeouts. His last 2 at bats. That'll do it for the Twins in the top of the 8th. They leave one on, but they still lead after 8.5, 4-2-0. And after pinch hitting here, we're going to bring Denny Hawking down to second base. And the Twins, take a look at the lineup here for Cleveland. That might do it for Joe Mays today. And so some action in the pen. Twins are going to go with the left-handed J.C. Romero to start things off here in the bottom of the 8th. And so Romero comes out. 2.7 ERA, 3 innings pitched. So he's got a little bit of trouble this year. See if he can calm things down and hold on for the Twins to win and take first place in this young season. So the left-hander Romero against the right-hander Diaz. Diaz with a single and a pop-out. And the pitch. Deep fly ball to left field. Jock Jones makes the catch, and that'll do it for Diaz. 1 away. Matt Lawton steps in. 0 for 3 today. The pitch. And ballpark chance for a single here for Lawton. He does not get it. That's going to be a line out to the second baseman. So Canizero takes the hot shot. And we have 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Omar Vizquel caught stealing after his second hit of the day, a single. Switch hitting Vizquel. And the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Koski picks it up, throws it to Minkiewicz, and that'll retire the side. J.C. Romero, 1-2-3. The strong hold for the left-hander for the Twins. Heading into the top of the 9th. Twins 4, Cleveland nothing. So we're getting down to crunch time here. See if the Twins can add on some insurance. Here in the top of the 9th, Rincon still taking the mound. And Christian Guzman will reach on an error his last at bat. 2 sacrifice bunts today. He'll be swinging free here. And it's a deep fly ball to center field. Not a lot of trouble for Bradley. He gets under it. 1 away. We'll bring up Doug Minkiewicz, who walked last at bat. 2 lineouts and a ground out. See if Doug can keep his hitting streak going here. The pitch. And he walks him. So Minkiewicz gets on board. Twins keep fighting here in the top of the 9th. So Minkiewicz with the walk. We'll bring up Matt LaCroix, the right-hander. Single strikeout for LaCroix. Is he due for another single? The pitch. It is a deep fly ball, folks. Deep to left field. It's back. It's way back. It's off the wall. It's a double for LaCroix. They'll hold Minkiewicz at third. They'll hold him at third. So deep fly ball. And that's going to do it for Rincon. And so Rincon is done. They're going to bring in Shuey to replace Rincon. So Paul Shuey takes the mound here against Torrey Hunter. 1 away, runners on second and third. And the pitch. Strikes him out. Torrey Hunter strikes out looking. He's mumbling to himself under his breath. He doesn't like it. And neither do the Twins fans watching at home. Be 2 away for the Twins with runners on. Bringing Corey Koski to the plate. And Koski, besides a single in the seconds, had a pretty quiet day. 1 for 4. Runners on second and third. The pitch. And he walks him. And so he walks the bases loaded for Dustin Moore. The base paths are crowded after that walk. Bases loaded for the right fielder, Dustin Moore. righty-righty matchup. Bases loaded. 2 away. And the pitch. It's a chance at a single. Dustin Moore with the clutch single. Going to drive in at least 1 run. Minkevich scores. And they're going to hold LeCroy. He comes lumbering into third. RBI single for Moore. Gets the job done. Scores Minkevich from third. And that brings up Denny Hawking, who pinch hit for Jay Cannizzaro. In the 8th. And so, bases loaded, single. Brings in Minkevich. Brings up Denny Hawking. 2 away. The pitch. And it's a deep fly ball to right field, folks. Matt Lawton goes back to the track. Warning track makes the catch. Oh boy. Denny Hawking could have had the grand slam, but Matt Lawton has to go all the way back to the dirt to reach up and make the catch to end the threat for the Twins. They score 1. And it's the Twins 5. Cleveland, nothing. And so the Twins, not necessarily save situation stuff here, but they're going to bring in Everyday Eddie. Or are they? They're not. We're going to let Romero go here. They like what they saw. 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. And they like their chances here, so they're going to keep Romero on the mound. We'll see how short the leash is for Romero as Ellis Burks steps in. Ellis Burks 0 for 3 today. The pitch. He's got a chance. And Ellis Burks with the double. On the 1 for the double, 2 to 20 for the single. So here we go, Cleveland. Ellis Burks with the leadoff double. They're not done yet, folks. Oh boy. A little bit of stress here for Romero. Jim Thome coming to the plate with a runner on second. And the Cleveland fans that are still here are out of their seats. They're standing up. Runner in scoring position, Jim Thome singled at his last at bat. And the pitch. And he walks him. Thome is on board to crowd the bases. So Romero having a little bit of trouble here to start the 9th. And they're going to visit the mound and see if this is going to do it here for Romero today. Infield's in. They're having a meeting here. Travis Frymo stepped to the plate. And we'll see if that's going to do it for Romero. And Romero hands Gardenhire the ball. That's going to do it for Romero. So a flawless 8th inning, but then comes in and gives up a double and a walk. And here he comes, folks. Everyday Eddie Guardado. And so not a bad outing for Romero, but he gets the Twins in a little bit of hot water here. And so who do they go with? They go with the tired Eddie Guardado. Interesting. They're going with him anyways, folks, because it's fun. It's baseball. It's Guardado. They got a 5-run cushion. But for how long? Let's see. Oh boy. Questionable decisions here. I'm surprised, actually, I'll be honest. I'm surprised Guardado was tired. So he's been busy to start the season. I have to go back and take a look at why. But here he is, nevertheless, a little bit tired. Coming in to clean things up here. Bottom of the 9th, nobody out. Runners on first and second. Travis Fryman at the plate. Let's keep going here, folks. The pitch. Oh boy. It's a 3-12. And if you take a look on the little card here, that's going to be an L max with 2 runners on. And so here we go, folks. We're going to have to score this. Eddie Guardado comes in to face Fryman. It's a line drive to the third baseman, Koski. The runners are snoozing, and they get a little too jumpy on the hit and run. And so there's an L5 to Koski. He tosses it over to Canizero at second, or to Denny Hawking at second. Tosses it to Minkiewicz. And there's a triple play to end the game here in Cleveland. Holy cow! A triple play on the L5-4-1 catches Burks and Tomey overextending themselves on a triple play to end the game, folks. It might have took a long time for the fireworks, and they came from the defense today. But the Twins win 5-0 after 9. Joe Mays is going to get the win. Chuck Finley gets the loss. Guardado, well, he's tired, so they say. Let's score an L5-4-1 to end the game. We'll try that again. Less dramatic. There we go. Don't forget the L. It's an L5-4-1. That'll do it, folks. Mays gets credit for the win. Finley takes the loss. The hitting start for Minnesota was Tom Prince, 3 for 4 with a home run. And that wraps things up. And so long from Cleveland. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box score here. Well, first let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, shall we? Toronto over New York. Texas in a tight one against Oakland. The White Sox absolutely take it to Detroit, 13-2. Boston 3-0 over Kansas City. Anaheim, who went on to win the World Series in 2002, 5-2 over Seattle. Over in the National League, we've got the Diamondbacks 11-6 over San Diego. St. Louis over Montreal 9-8. Atlanta doing what Atlanta does, taking out the Phillies 5-3. Houston over Colorado 4-2, and the Mets 10-5 over the Cubs. Final game out there in the West Coast, out of town scoreboard, we got San Francisco 4-3 over the Dodgers. Now here's the deal: I don't pay too much attention to that out of town scoreboard this time in the season, so I'm not sure if those are the finals. I think they would be. It's the 9th inning, but anyway, we're going to take a look at the box score here. And let's take a look. Now they're telling me Tom Prince is the star of the game here with 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a dinger. And I have to agree with him. Tom Prince, the veteran, coming through in a big way. And so the Twins keep their season going strong. They move into first place. They've taken 2 in the series here over Cleveland. And so Cleveland was coming into this thing with the best record in baseball, ran up against the punchy Twins, and they're having some trouble scoring runs here. And so Twins fans love it. Cleveland, they're not digging it. Let's go ahead and take a look at tomorrow's game. What happened in real life here, folks? 5-4. Cleveland took this game to go 7-1 on the season. leaving the Twins 5-3. The next game, Cleveland again. Yeah, that's right. They dominated the series here in the real world. Went to 8-1. Baez with the win, and Rick Reed, who had a tumultuous season there, struggling with the American League batters, went 1-1. And so, yeah, that'll be the matchup for the next game here. Probably won't see that game, as I don't plan on doing every single game here from 2002. We're going to switch it up, getting to 87, 91, a couple other Twins seasons. It's all Twins all the time. We do play the replays every now and then. We'll sneak another game in, but yeah, you'll see some other replays here on the Twin Cities Cards and Dice channel. Appreciate you tuning in here, and that'll do it for us here in Cleveland. Twins shut out Cleveland 5-2-0, 12 hits, 2 errors for Cleveland on 7 hits, and a strong performance by Joe Mays. Guardado comes in to relieve J.C. Romero after Romero threw a perfect 8th inning to get the triple play on the Lomax on the line drive, the L5 4-1. That's something you don't see every day, so good times had there. We'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and